Okay, hello, Sagittarius, or my Sagittarius placements, or if this message resonated with you or you were drawn to this reading for whatever reason, just trust your intuition and know that this message is likely something that will resonate in some kind of way and hopefully provide you some clarity and some guidance for the current energy. But this is a Sagittarius reading. Hello, Sagittarius. My name is Jasmine. I am an intuitive tarot reader, and yeah, today we're doing your sign, which is the Archer. I'm getting clean slate. I'm getting a misunderstanding or a misstep is actually a step in the right direction. You could be walking away from something. You could really be embracing the new. You could, I'm hearing out with the old and with the new. I feel like with Sagittarius, there's so much of a adventurer, the traveler, like just the archer, like going to new and beyond places, being open to new experiences. And that energy is really coming through today and just in this reading. You could be cuspy Scorpio because we do have the with this tower energy out here. I just feel like there is a transformation happening. The tower did come out in reverse as the first card here, and then I was drawn to this deck, the Hidden Truth, and some cards that flipped out were what came out first was the I Do Love You, and then we have You Let Me Down in reverse. So I feel like someone, and whenever I see this tower card in reverse here, I always look at the person who is like flying up almost, and this other person looks like they're flying down. You could be leaving somebody kind of where I heard where they think they left you, or you could be leaving just somebody behind to go in a different direction right now. I see this crown right now falling off, and you guys are jumping out of like a burning building here. I feel like you left something just in time. I feel like someone's mask really came off and you were able to kind of see them for who and what they were. If this doesn't have to be a person, this could just be a situation, perhaps a collaboration that you were maybe looking towards or giving another chance. And yeah, I think that you're leaving something, but you know that it's like with this energy, with her kind of flying up and out, it's like she knows that she's left something and gotten out just at the, right in time, right? Because this building is on fire. This is, and to me, like this bottom part actually looks like ice. So you could be going towards or having a more cold demeanor, or maybe more of a, ice is also water, so you could just be going towards the opposite. Like I'm feeling like really intense. With ice is like the formation of water, and it just feels like ice cold, versus fire, which is like burning hot, right? It's like two extremes. So I feel like you're maybe going more towards I feel like your emotions for this person have kind of like tapered off or frozen in time. You could feel like you've repeated a cycle. When I was doing some of my energy meditation and ritual, I sometimes will ring a bell over to just kind of connect and just call in my guides, my ancestors, my protectors, and my team, just to kind of, that's just what I do sometimes before readings. And I wanted to go counterclockwise. So you could feel like you're going back in time in some way, or you could feel like you are continuing a cycle that is never actually changing. You're finding yourself in the same spot over and over again with somebody here, or in a certain situation. And it could just be time for you to really let go. And that doesn't mean necessarily forever, but at least for now, it's looking like there's something here that has shifted or changed or that's maybe needing to. This could also be past energy. This could be future energy. It does not need to be present. However, this is the energy that I'm getting currently. This reading is and message is timeless. All my messages are, so whenever you're hearing it is when you're meant to. But with the I do love you card here, this is specific, but you could have also had somebody who passed away here. Then they're saying that they do love you. I don't know why I'm seeing like a car accident. If that's the case, I'm deeply, deeply sorry. That's very, I'm sorry if that was triggering for anybody. I'll try to say trigger warning next time. I'm still getting used to these online readings and these general readings. So, but they're coming through to say that they do love you. And then with you, the you let me down card in reverse, this person knows that you did not, it's not to say that you were absolutely perfect, but there's something here about like, you didn't do anything wrong, or your ancestors or your spirit team, they want you to know that you didn't do anything wrong in the situation for whatever reason. Like, I feel like you're feeling like you're really leaving somebody behind here, and they know, and this message is really coming to you to let you know that there was nothing that you did to let them down. They kind of know that the reason why wherever place you're in, the reason why you guys are where you are is because of some of the choices that they had made, and they want you to know that they love you. I don't feel like this person is necessarily coming forward right now and like speaking that to you vocally. I feel like maybe there could be even a block in communication, but this person or whoever this is or this situation, there's energy just here of awareness for why the situation kind of panned out the way it did. And there is some sadness here. I feel like there's energy here of like embracing the new, but also being sad and a little bit, I just heard don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. But I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you might not be there yet. I just feel like you had to leave somebody, again, where they, and I keep hearing where they think they left you. So they could have left you. But I feel like now, like either emotionally or physically or both or mentally, like you're going in a different direction. You are really choosing here to go separate ways. But there is definitely a sadness here. There is judgment. Yeah, wow. And then the Ten of Swords. Yeah, your team is asking you to not go back. There's somebody here who couldn't make a choice, or there's just your angels here. They had to make a call. Like the Most High had to make a call on this, and there was some kind of like a need to not look back. I feel like this was like the last chance, or and it's not to say, it's just, well, however this was panning out, and however this relationship, if this is a relationship, was continuing to go, it could not go on any longer in this way. So this is like the divine intervention kind of coming in here and like blowing that horn, saying, hey, okay, time's up. There is no way that this can continue. You couldn't take another sword in your back. Or somebody here is just like, you've taken, especially mentally, all you can take, and it's really becoming challenging for you or whoever I'm speaking to or about to really move forward and get on their path. Should things continue, I feel like this person, if this was a relationship, like just the dynamic in which you were in was really like messing with your focus, and it was really like pulling you back to like some past regressive behavior. And I just feel like strongly there was divine intervention here where, like, even though you love this person, even though they love you, there is an intervention here. There could have been an actual intervention, but something here had to give, and I just feel like you really are either knowing or knew at some point that it was time to really walk away, or you just really had no choice. This person could have walked away from you, or there could have just been some outer factors that really separated the two of you. Like, there's something here that's saying, like, you're unable to go back to the past. Like, for whatever reason, there's blocks that are being put up that are not just from you or this person, or, you know, in our 3D world. There are blocks that are being put up in the 5D. In the spirit, there are literal, your angels, your guides, your protectors, your ancestors. They are blocking this connection for whatever reason. You know, rejection is protection, and if you are going through this, just remember that that's what really this is. I just see, and too, with like these two cards, I just see like your angels and your guides really like making sure you got out of whatever this was. And again, I'm just hearing like at the very last minute, there just had to be some kind of a stop to whatever this was. You could have been trying to go back to the past and you literally were stopped or blocked. I literally just saw somebody like their car stopped, or like you could have been on your way to somewhere and there could have been something that happened that just like didn't allow you to go. This could have manifested very literally, or this could just be energetically. You could just be feeling this. But yeah, something here. For now, it's over. Yeah. With the moon in reverse and the 10 of cups. Yeah, I think I'm channeling right now a breakup. And someone, if this is you, someone is in this 9 of Swords energy. They're really worried. And this came out in the Scorpio reading kind of too. But there's something here where I also feel like someone really lost something here that they're absolutely devastated that they lost. I feel this is feeling like a deep loss of hope though, and somebody here is in a lot of anxiety. I mean, we literally have the 10 of Cups in reverse, the moon in reverse, and the Lovers in reverse. This person, somebody feels like they don't have a choice. They feel like they have to maybe choose something over someone or something else that really brings them joy and like love. But this also could have been you, where you were in this energy of just pure like 9 of Swords, where you're just constantly stressed out, constantly worried, and your ancestors and your spirit team, they were feeling this, they were seeing this, and I feel like really you were regressing back into past behaviors and past energies that no longer served you, that you had maybe even gotten out of completely. And for whatever reason, or this could be somebody else, somebody here was going back towards whatever this energy was. This could be you, or this could be somebody else. Again, take what resonates. But somebody was just going back to something that was not good for them. They knew intuitively that it wasn't, and I don't know, but there's no longer any illusions. But with the moon being in reverse here, I just feel like there actually are no secrets about this. How you see this and how you understand this and how you have really perceived this currently, you know that there's not really a choice, or somebody else knows that they don't really have a choice but to like walk away from whatever this is. And if this is you that has walked away, I just feel like there's somebody that you've left behind that really is in despair. You could even be worried about how they're doing, because you might know that they're really going to be struggling without you. This could be keeping you up at night. Or this person is just really in great disbelief, I'm hearing, and also just great despair. That you had to walk away. They feel like they had to choose something else over you if it was their choice. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person, though. It could have just been like a certain lifestyle, perhaps like their truth I'm hearing. Let's get some more of this. I want to hear what this person has to say if this is about a person. But I also feel like this person, I mean, if this is you, you could be in a lot of despair too as well here. I feel like there's a break in whatever, you know, this was. This could have been a family, this could be a family that has broken up. There is like a lot of like loss kind of energy here, and I don't know, I just feel like someone's trying to say, yeah, I compare others to you and I can't reach out. Someone wants to say something but they can't. They don't want to, or they feel like they're too worried about how you're going to respond if they do reach out. I keep seeing this moon in reverse. I just feel like this is so going against someone's intuition and someone's like I feel like this could have been a connection that was meant to be, but for whatever reason, I mean, for very obvious reasons, like this could not continue as it was going. And I just feel like because this person knows that there are certain things that they could have changed in order for this to continue, but they didn't, and they really feel like in their soul, in their, like, I just feel like every bone in their body feels like this is the wrong choice. This could also be you feeling like you are kind of like, you could also be in a space where you're like, oh, I don't want to reach out to you, but I'm comparing others to you. Or this could be this person, like, they're caught between a rock and a hard place where it's like nobody compares to you, but they also feel like they can't reach out. There's pride in the way, or there's just worry, there's fear here, there's an inability to be vulnerable, to really just allow something to be and mean what it really meant to them, or to you. But there is like the energy of like really embracing the new, but this is kind of right before that fun. It's not necessarily even fun, but like just, well, it's going to be fun. But there is a great potential and amazing, you know, I'm seeing the Fool, like a new beginning. I mean, the possibilities are endless. There's like, I just feel like there's a fear here of like potentially like dating other people or embracing or just stepping into the new. But you could be wondering if you're going to find somebody. Yeah, someone is really wanting, someone doesn't want to give like their heart away. They don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to, I'm hearing they don't know how to connect. They don't know how to maybe communicate. They're really internalizing a lot of this energy here. I mean, this is not, and that's really bad for your health. I'm hearing someone just needs to cry. Someone just needs to like allow themselves to feel the loss. Because what I'm hearing is that that's going to bring in, like when you cry, you're literally, your body is releasing certain things. It's painful, but you know how it feels better sometimes after you cry, because you just like let it out. It almost feels worse leading up to it. That's kind of what this energy is. It's like, it's not actually how you're going to feel when you let go of whatever this is. It's the fear or the anxiety and whatever is like holding you that's leading up to that. This was causing a lot of anxiety too, though, like this relationship, whatever this, or whatever this connection was. I mean, this gives me energy of a relationship, but this doesn't have to be. This could have been like multiple situations or just like a mindset that you were in regards to something. There's something here that was causing great anxiety. It felt like it was the wrong path, in so many ways, but it was something that either you or somebody else was really holding on to or refused to let go of, and now it's like things are happening that are on the outside that are just kind of forcing this split to happen right now. And that, again, does not mean that it's necessarily going to like be forever. That doesn't mean that this person or this situation can't change. But that's what I keep hearing. I'm getting so strongly that it just could not continue in the way that it was, okay? So it's not to say that it couldn't continue ever. It's just is like the way that things were happening, the way that this person was approaching the situation, or the way that you were approaching the situation, the dynamic between you two. If this was a career, then like the way that you were being treated, the way that you weren't being valued, the way that this was causing anxiety or stress in your life, like whatever the parts were or the pieces that or the things that were happening that were really creating a rift, I'm hearing, in your spirit, in your soul. That's why this whole thing was being removed, because you need the time to rest, rejuvenate, and heal, because it's like the clock's ticking here. I'm hearing like, and again, with the counterclock is, it's like you can't go back. So like there's no more time for like I just feel like there's something here that was given multiple tries and it just wasn't changing in the way that it was meant to change. And then that being said, things happen in the way that they're meant to happen and at our own pace, right? We can't force anything to be, all we have control over is really ourselves. And even that sometimes is like the universe has different plans than we have for ourselves. However, it's really, again, just the way that this was panning out, the way in which something was being done, the way in which something was being handled, the things that were being brought out in the parties that were involved in whatever this was. It was becoming too damaging for either one or both people, or everybody involved, or the people around them. I'm seeing like if there were children, there's just something here that needed to break apart so new things could grow in. And it's like I'm seeing like the budding of like a flower, like it's time. I'm seeing like a plant that literally wants to burst through like the cracks in a sidewalk, and it's really time for someone to blossom here and grow. And now I'm thinking about like the roots of a plant. You of course need to know where you've been so you can like understand where you want to go. You know, you take past situations, past feelings, mindsets, all that, past lessons we learn, but we're supposed to take those lessons and then apply them. Whatever this was getting in the way of you actually being able to apply these lessons to like your actual life. And I just feel like someone has literally switched timelines here. You've actually graduated from whatever this is already. This is giving me energy too of somebody, like you could have broken up with somebody or like split multiple times, like you've already and gotten over it and then gone back. It's like you've already done whatever this is, and it's like you maybe were giving it another try to see if you could salvage whatever this was, and it kind of reverted back to whatever it was before and whatever wasn't working. And so it's like going clockwise, and now it's time for you to go forward. It's like the wheel is moving. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune. It's like it's time for a new cycle. I feel like you're already in a new cycle. I did a Taurus reading so you could have Taurus in your chart, or this person could have Taurus in your chart. Like there's something that's starting to move. It's maybe not your timing, I'm hearing, but it is the Most High's timing. Like it's time. So what's this? Yeah. Oh my gosh, the Chariot. Yeah, it's time to move. You could literally be moving. I mean, I'm seeing travel. I mean, and Sagittarius is literally like the Archer. Again, like you could be going somewhere new. You could be, you could have been, this is specific, but you could have been trying to see if you wanted to work something out for a trip that you're going on, or like maybe you're taking some time away and you were trying to see if you could salvage this relationship. Maybe you're doing a long distance, something about like someone traveling, you know, it could be to a different town, different, you know, you could be moving houses, but literally you could be traveling across seas, and you're going to try to see if this relationship could work with this move, or like whatever this big shift is. And And there's just certain things that just can't come with you. And I just am getting like that it may feel kind of scary, and it may feel like, why? Because it's really hard to let whatever this is go. But I'm hearing that it's like, it's too late. It's too late for you to, there's nothing more that you can do. And I'm not saying, and when I say too late, and when I hear that, I'm not hearing it as like, oh, it's too late, this will never come back. I'm hearing this as like, it's too late for you to, in the 3D physically, like with you here, like it's too late for you to do whatever you were doing in order to like push this forward with you and take whatever this is with you. If they rise to the challenge and they catch up, that is then, you know, that's great. But it's really up to them. And I feel like they know that. For whatever reason, if this person's not reaching out, it's literally like your spirit team protecting you from like whatever this is, so you don't go back to, you need this period of like solace of this time alone to really like reflect and remember how you felt when you were without this person. I'm hearing how you were able to remove yourself from this before. Yeah, it's rest. And then the sun, it's like, I feel like you're just tired, you know, you're this is your time to, I'm hearing, rest and receive the sun. Like, this is your time to really rest and enjoy and bring and know that. And I just saw like in my head, like this chariot is like carrying this person forward. Like, I feel like this is you, and this is this chariot, this is your spirit team. They're like, okay, come on, like, let's go. Like, they're literally pulling this like in the back. And I feel like they just want you to rest. They want you to be reborn. And by the time you wake up, I'm hearing you're going to be in a completely new place, space, just with a completely new regard and love for life. You're going towards the sun. You're going towards like happiness. You're going towards and remembering how you felt pre whatever this is, pre whatever this was, and you'll never forget it. Of course, you carry it with you. You carry the lessons, you carry the scars, you carry those. It's not baggage. Well, okay, you're carrying this, but it's not going to feel like baggage any longer once you get to this point. And that's where your spirit team is taking you. So you have to just trust and like let go of whatever is not meant to go with you. If it's not working right now, just right now, we'll see what's up next week. You know, when I do the Sagittarius reading again, or just like when you know what other energies come out. But for right now, today, definitely in this time, in this season, it's really like time for. I just heard the song it's called "Jesus Take the Wheel" by Carrie Underwood. Like, but I mean, literally, this is like, maybe you are religious, but you could just be spiritual. It doesn't matter. Like, whatever you, and if you're not, I think that there's a call to maybe try to figure out like what you value and what you really believe in, and really just take time to like be with yourself and understand yourself, because your team, your spirit team, your guides, whatever you believe in, whatever you consider most high, if you do consider that, just yourself and your higher self, like it's carrying you to a place where you're gonna love it. I mean, you're going to be so happy that you left behind whatever this was so you could get whatever you're going to receive, because it's literally going to change everything, and it's going to be the best choice that you've ever made. You just have to like stay the course. And really, I don't necessarily know if you have much of a choice here with whatever this is. There's a lot of majors here, kind of with the Tower being the first card that came out in reverse. It's like, I feel like you avoided a major collision with yourself I'm hearing again, so maybe you've already had that kind, you know, when I said that, maybe that really resonated and you're like, oh, I know exactly what that means. Or you really avoided a big disaster here, or you avoided having to repeat a long, hard cycle here. And I just feel like your team and your spirit guides, they knew that you maybe needed a little push in the right direction. You needed to be kind of extracted out of whatever this was, and again, I'm just picturing the archer, like if you shoot an arrow, it's like you don't exactly know exactly where it's gonna land, but you know where you're aiming. And this is kind of your confirmation saying that that arrow is gonna hit right in the middle. It's gonna hit that target. It's gonna hit that bullseye. Where you're going is exactly where you are gonna want to be, and where you want to be, and where you are. Like, it's where you're meant to be. That's where it is. That's where you're going. So just trust it. And people, things, places, mindsets, everything that cannot come with you is really being shed right now. The Tower in reverse, I feel like the Tower is all about like material, like the foundation and stability that you've built, like really crumbling. And I think that you haven't crumbled. Like, your foundation and your stability is not, but it's more because it's within you. It's not on the outside. It's not based on whatever is on the outside of you. That's no longer where you're finding your strength and your stability and your security. And this person, if this is about a person too, they may not have gotten there. And it's not to say, again, that they can't get there eventually, but just right now, they're not. And you can't wait for them any longer. You can't wait in hell with them. You can't put yourself through hell just to be with somebody else. Or just to have whatever, material objects or lifestyle or rewards that really don't matter because you can't take them with you anyways. Like, someone's here is realizing how fleeting certain things really are, and they're realizing the toll that it's taking on them to try to keep whatever or whoever this is around and in their energy. So this is like, it's the end. It is really like the end, but it's a new beginning. So it's not bad. It's the end of a lot of anxiety, a lot of like fear, a lot of like stress. It's the release of like that mindset. It's not necessarily you releasing this person, it's just you releasing the ways in which you don't want to live your life anymore, the ways that the things that you don't want to continue to expose yourself to. And it's all of that. It's everything that that no longer resonates or aligns with you and your soul purpose. You're moving forward from that. You're beginning to understand what it means to take care of yourself. You're taking care of yourself like you would take care of a child, I'm hearing now. Like, your inner child is thanking you. Every time that you want to go back to whatever this is, think about if you have a child that you know that you really care about or love, and you don't have to, I'm not saying that you have to have children to think about this, but you could think of yourself as like a child, but like a separate child to you, okay? Or you could think of literally an actual child that you care about being treated or going through whatever that was that you had to go through. And ask yourself, is this child, or would you want this to happen to them? And likely the answer will be, I'm hearing a swear word and then no. Like, it's like, absolutely not. You would never want that to happen to whatever. Like, but that's what this is how your team feels about you. Like, you are divinely protected and extremely important to, and your like you are sacred. And they feel like that, whatever that feeling, if you resonated with that, whatever that feeling you got right there, that's how they feel about you, and they're like, no more. No more. And you need to start thinking about yourself like that, where it's like, no, I would never let that happen to this person. I'm not letting this happen to myself. No more. And care for yourself in the way that you would care for a child. Like, really give yourself that time, that grace for learning, for growing. Give yourself that space and that unconditional love of just like, and saying like, it's okay. You know what? Today was hard. The mistakes were made. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're learning. That's really what this is all about. It's like but it's also like your team is coming through saying you know, you are your own person and you're here and we have free will, but you also matter to a lot more people here and also on the other side than you realize maybe right now. But I think that you're going to start to come to understand just how protected and truly valuable and just loved you are. And on a huge, large scale, I'm seeing like a real long lineage of like ancestors and like really highly ranking like spirit guide. Like, you have a very, very strong, just important team behind you, and it's not just your path that's riding on this. It's like it's literally you healing generations of trauma, and it sounds like a lot of pressure, but you are born for this. You're built for this. So whatever this is, like, you know, your path is very important. Yeah, they're here to work with you. This was maybe not a union that you were meant to have. Like, I don't know if that was that might not have been your 4 wands. You may have thought that this was a twin flame. This could have been a false twin flame. They could just not be accepting the call to whatever this is. Let's get one more message. I see a card that's flipped over here, I think. I don't know why this happened. I see like life differently now. I miss seeing you is in reverse. I feel like this is you about this person, or that's how you're gonna feel. I just feel like I feel like this person is in this energy, or they were, where they were just constantly like, I don't know why, or like they acted like they were confused about whatever the reason why you were leaving. You also maybe needing to tell your inner child, like, I don't know why this happened to you. It wasn't supposed to, but like, we're moving away from this. We're moving on from this. I just feel like you're moving into their energy where it's like, I see life differently now. You've just grown apart from whatever this is, or you've just, yeah, I want to start over. I just feel like this is you, where it's like, you're like, I don't think that you actually do want to start over. At least not in like whatever, not to repeat whatever this cycle was, not to go backwards. I just feel like you're moving forward. And I'm going to leave it there. Because I feel like there's resistance to whatever this is, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, with that, I'm going to leave that message here with you. That was very powerful. I'm really excited to do next week. So if this resonated, or if you took something from it, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yeah, I'd be honored to have you as a part of the collective for these readings. I'm going to be doing them every week. I really love doing them. So I hope that this helped in whatever way it needed to help. And I hope that you got whatever message you were supposed to get today from this. So with that, thank you. I will see you next time.